everyone, and welcome back to All the Mods 9. In the last episode, we gave a couple of drills a shot, and so by that I mean, I thought we had a teleporter over here. By that I mean, we checked out the ore excavator drill from Create, so that is this guy here. It is a multi-block. Well, not really a multi-block. You place down one thing. It takes up multiple blocks, but you don't really put it together like that. And this guy is currently getting us nether quartz, as you can see up there. Now, the progress at which he achieves this nether quartz is seen here. He has a netherite drill. I don't know if we can maybe enchant the drill. I'm just now thinking maybe that's an option. But it's very, very slow to the point where, what's the point, I guess? No, it doesn't look like it. I mean, there's a chance to get like ancient debris if you found a vein like that. That could be pretty good. But in terms of the nether quartz, like, this is saying 1200 ticks. That's like... Well, I mean, it's about that time that you see there, so it's pretty pathetic. But yeah, I mean, it's there. We gave it a shot. We've learned our lesson. If we jump over to the gold section, we have this guy here, another type of drill. This guy is getting us gold. Now, the rate at which he gets us the gold isn't too bad. I can sort of show it off here real quick, like so. So obviously the gold's what we want. He's getting all of this stuff and gold. Yeah. Now, if we were only getting gold from this guy, he'd be awesome. But we're getting like yellowite and sulfur. I don't need that stuff, or at least I don't need it right now. And so, in terms of this drill being worthwhile, for the resources and the effort required to slap one of these together, because you can't just copy paste it. You've got to put upgrades in every single one of these bad boys. To be getting this much extra stuff and only this much gold, I don't think it's worth it. I just don't think it is. We'll leave him there, because why not? There's no harm in him doing what he's doing, I guess. He's not using too much power, I don't think. But yeah, so what do we do in this episode? These options, I guess, I don't know the easiest way to do this. I want to throw them all to the bottom. I don't know. Bear with me for like 3 hours while I do... I guess that's all that matters. So yeah, what's the plan? Well, I think we'll have to do what Quetzalism suggested in the last episode, and that is... to say hello to our little friends, the Buzzy Bees. So the reason why I may give them a shot is because they actually seem like they might be worthwhile. Specifically because I noticed there were a few upgrades that didn't exist before. These guys here, the productivity upgrades. So previously it was just this guy here. He wasn't even called Productivity Alpha. He was just called Productivity Upgrade. And he increased by 140%, right? And you can put multiple in. Now we've got Beta, which goes to 150, Gamma, which goes to 200, and Omega, which goes to 260%. And on top of that, these last two here, so the Gamma and the Omega one, they have perks as well. So the Gamma works as a simulator upgrade, which means you don't even need to put in a simulator upgrade in that slot. So you can put an extra productivity, so even more stuff. And then on top of that, the Omega one will do the block upgrade as well. So that gives you blocks of the resource rather than just like nuggets of the resource, I guess. I haven't looked into bees that much, so what I'm spewing might be baloney. Just a forewarning. On top of that, there have been quite a few different bee mods. I think 2 in the time that I've played with these mods, and so I will get them confused a bit as I explain how they work. I apologize. But we'll give them a shot. We'll try them out. We did do bees a little bit. We set up this contraption over here, so we've got like a beehive in there, upgraded. Got the honey coming out of here. Bunch of honey stored, bunch of honey bottles being made. This guy could do with some automation, as you can sort of see here. But yeah, not too bad. So I think we want to... I might actually like start this guy back up, because we do want a lot of honey bottles. So we may as well automate this guy. And you guessed it, we're going to use a modular router. I'll be honest, I love these guys. I do like these modular routers. They've won me over, to say the least. So I'm going to attach this guy. He has a range of 24, so honestly, I think I could just run underneath here. Oh, this is just an item pipe. I thought we had refined storage over here. Do we really not? No, we don't. Okay. Huh. Where's our closest refined... I guess we've got it over there. I could just run a cable over. Yeah, let's just do that. Why not? We've got... I was going to say we've got the cables to do it. We kind of don't, but... Once again, I guess we can order it. That's fine. By the way, in case you're not sure what we're trying to do here, because there's been quite a few episodes between us mentioning the whole purpose. I actually don't even know. Hold on. One of the purposes was to get an infinite storage part, right? Oh! We can get it. Hold on, why can we get it? How much course do we have? Oh, we've got enough. I can get it. Okay. I'm infinite storage part, yeah. Okay. Sure. Oh, yeah. Huh. Well, would you look at that? And so we can watch, hold on. So we can watch that being made here. So what's going to be the slow part? We've got a lot of iron ore here. Sorry, this has been... The bees are on hold. Put the bees on hold. we've got bigger fish to fry, apparently. What's going on? So inside here, we now have this machine running at full force, as seen here. So these machines have enough water. Although they're full, we don't need them to be any faster because all of these guys are full. If we wanted to, we could double our production here. I think. Oh god, I don't... Okay, so how much more stuff do we have? Are these full? They're full. This is full. This is going to take a while. We probably could speed things up a bit. I am just curious. How's this guy going? Yeah, he's got plenty of storage. If I were to time in a bottle one of these to be like 16 times as fast, do these guys start getting more in them? Kind of. That was my Badoop, by the way. I do apologize if that distracted you guys. Let's go 256 times speed. So this guy is going very, very fast right now. He should be draining his pipe. It looks like he is. Oh yeah, and these guys have a lot of stuff flowing into them. Awesome. Do these even have upgrades? Allegedly they do. Well, we could speed one of these up as well. You know, help him along. Try to keep up with what we're doing. How's that looking? Are we making a dent? No. Okay, yeah. That's okay. Does he have enough power? He claims he doesn't have enough power. Wait, have we used all... Oh, we've used all of our power. That's because this guy's running super fast now. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, hold on. Okay, so we're good-ish. This guy's fine. What we have done, though, is you can see there's gunpowder back in the system. That means that we are out of sulfuric acid in this guy, which means chances are, yeah, these guys are out of sulfuric acid. And, oh, on the bright side, no more has been put in here, although it's probably... It needs a gap of 4. So I think if I were to take one out of this, we'd be at the same problem. This just hurts the brain, doesn't it? What are we even doing? Oh, God. What's happening? Okay, so we're out of power. That's the current situation. That's what we're trying to understand at the moment. Okay, cool. So we're out of power. This guy is on and running. This guy is on and running. Cool. That's something, I guess. This guy is still out of power. Great. Do I need to make another one? Maybe. I suppose we can. They're not too expensive. Can we get another reactor? What is it? It's like 36 that we need to make one. Yeah, he's gonna have to craft those which need power, so maybe we won't do that. Oh god. Okay, we are getting some power back. Apparently. Despite that, there's no power in any of these machines, so do with that what you will, I guess. Yeah. God, this is a mess. I mean, and on the bright side, the system works. So that's a good thing. Like, anything... Oh, assuming we had power, the system works. Really? So 2 reactors can't handle this. I should have had a spare... I should have had a spare reactor pre-built. That's my problem. I didn't have that backup reactor made. Luckily our system still has power. This guy still... He is working? I guess he is. He's making 240k. This guy's making 220... Okay, sure. I guess I can speed these up, right? Is that the play? Hit this guy with a little bit of a speed up? Is that doing anything? I don't know. Maybe. I can't tell. He might be. We may never know. Cool. I guess I'll just order another one. Sure. I don't know how long it's going to take to actually craft, but we'll... Oh, he's going to need iron to do it. Oh, okay. Better plan. Let's cancel that. Let's cancel both of those. And maybe the system will just sort of like find peace within itself. Oh, God. What have I done? Alright, I've turned this machine off. So our power can, I guess, recharge somewhere. Somehow. Just by removing the gunpowder there. Because this guy will only stop putting gunpowder in once we have the rest of the system working. And if the rest of the system just isn't working, then it's just going to keep putting gunpowder in there. And for whatever reason, these are the only machines that we're running. I don't know if it's because they use the most power. I mean, they've got energy upgrades in them, right? I think all of them do. 8 out of 8, so that shouldn't be the problem. And yet apparently it is, so that's fine. These guys are still running. They've got power somehow. We are slowly, I think, getting power in the system, which means ideally this stuff will start running soon. Maybe. I don't understand how this says nothing, but this guy's like, oh yeah, we got some. We got power. Not a clue. But we're going to pretend that that's okay, I think. Alright, you know what? Some of these machines are running, which is so confusing to me. Like, do we genuinely... I suppose we haven't had the entire system run for that long of a time that I just didn't understand how much power it would actually need. Honestly, it could be worth changing all of these to be maybe like 3rd or like 12th tier, just to see the actual power draw. It could also be worth replacing these with like a single cell, because obviously for these sections, I just changed one machine as opposed to having to change every single gate. We might do that. Honestly, they're not the greatest. That's the only problem. Can we get, do we have cables from, oh yeah, I think I actually did see them. I think we'll use these. I think we'll use universal cables. Apparently we don't have those auto-crafted, so I'll go and add that recipe, but I think that's what we'll do. And we'll run it through here. The reason we're going to use this guy is he can do 3.2 million forge energy per tick. The pipe upgrade from here can only do 130,000 per tick. So this guy's ridiculous in terms of how much he can move. Obviously, if we had an infinity pipe, that would be better, but we obviously don't. But that's okay. That's okay. So what am I doing here? I am attempting to automate these. That should be easily done. And then, God, honestly, it's good though. It is good because it gives us something to do, I guess. These are all just crafting recipes. Are these fine? I don't like looking in these and not seeing like every recipe I think that I should see. You know what I mean? Like, I'm pretty sure we had a few other ones in there. That's fine. We'll just we'll put them in a proper crafter, separate from those. Okay, so cables, universal cables. Can I order a stack? It says I can. Whether or not we have the power to do it is a different question. I'm sure it'll be fine. So I'll jump back under. So what this will mean is that I'm going to be picking up every single gate, replacing them with cables, and then I don't know what else, and then just attaching a ender cell onto the end of it. It will also mean that I'll have to what's the word? I'll have to have a new power input. So I'll have to change one of the reactors to power this by itself. That should be fine. We should be able to work through that. So for example, this will go here. I am also wondering, can I just exchange and gadget all of those to be these? Maybe. I guess we will find out soon. So let's go back to cables. How are these? We got the stack. Beautiful. So, boom. Nothing yet. Do affect block entities. Oh, beautiful. As you can see, that actually selects them. So, if I increase the range of this, it's going to do connected area, surface, and this should replace all of them. The only problem is, obviously, as I right-click, it opens up the gate. If I shift right-click, it will select the gate as an option. So what I actually have to do instead is travel far enough away that if you look at the top of the screen, this shows that I've got it selected. If I go a little bit further, I won't be able to right-click. Like, it's too far away. I can't interact with it, but the gadget still can. So as you can see, there we go. They all attach, and just like that, they still have power. So I'm going to change them to 12, for example, and all of these are going to connect to 12. What that means is they won't get power and they'll turn off until obviously I solve that. That's okay. I think I am okay with that. I do wonder if I can sort of just do this and attach them like that. These might have gates underneath, don't they? Oh no, they've got cables already. Beautiful. Love to see it. So they're pulling from this guy down here. He'll be set to 12 as well. Cool. So you're 12. Do these, what upgrades do these have? They have energy. I wonder if they all have energy upgrades. I'll have to check. So that should be fine. Just for the sake of, you know, having things look nice, I'm going to disconnect that because he's getting power from below. But that should be good. So each of these setups, I'll do it for. Some of them, I don't really know. I guess I'll just have to order more ender cells. That's fine. Ender cell. Beautiful. Try to get that stuff made. Okay, they're all hooked up. They're all on the 12 network. Beautiful. Awesome. So yeah, all we need to do now is provide power using that 12 network. Now this guy isn't, that's not the end of the world. I don't think, I mean, maybe he's using a lot of power. Ah, whatever, we'll change him. There we go. Cool, problem solved. So they're all hooked up. They should just be expandable with more cables. And that should be good. So we're gonna jump back over here. And so currently this bottom reactor, this is powering our base through this ender cell here. As in literally our refined storage controller. It is also powering everything else via this guy here, this ender cell nitro. So what do I need to do? Well, I think this guy up here, I can change to 12. I'm gonna have to put an energy cell in there. So energy cell. Let's see if we can get a nice one like this. Let's order that. That should be pretty quickly built, I would imagine. Maybe. Any second now? What's it after? Spirited cells? Did we really not automate nitro? That's pretty crazy. I don't know how long that's going to take, to be honest. Is it making stuff? Oh, it is. Okay. Oh, in fact, we can watch it here. Cool. So it won't take too long, just, you know, a little bit. 40 seconds, it looks like. Okay. And then that'll just be fine. I guess we'll be able to monitor the actual usage, you know what I mean? We'll have a nice way to check that as opposed to what we're currently doing. I could also, if I really wanted to, we could go to Flux Networks. If we make some more of these, which apparently we don't have any more of. I think we've got a Flux block over here. Do we still have that? Okay. But what I was going to say is the Flux networks, they'll tell you like the rate at which stuff is going into the network and out of the network. So if I just had a plug and a point connected to the ender cell, like just separated a little bit, would be able to monitor that directly and see how much we're generating and how much we're using, I guess, maybe. I guess it doesn't matter too much though. At power, energy. Okay. Sorry, the game crashed, so it might be a little bit laggy as everything loads back again. If I shift click this in, we can now store 2 billion forge energy within this bad boy. And as you can see, it has begun. So what this should be doing is this should be powering our entire mechanism area. And, oh, it looks like we did miss a few. Hold on. Oh, God. Yeah, as you can see, we're struggling. We're loading. It's fine. The frame rate gets better ever so slightly. But yeah, I mean, this should all be good. Nice. They obviously finished because they still had power. These guys are still doing their thing. But everything should be running again. Which is odd because it's filling up with power and it wasn't before. I guess we really drained it when we pimped out this guy to go really fast. But, cool. Oh, there actually is still some issues down here. It's easily solved. As you can see there. Beautiful. So they're now powered again. Doing their thing. Yeah. So I think we're good. So this guy's running, obviously. He's mowing through everything, which is good. That guy's going through stuff. It looks like we've caught up in terms of the processing. This guy still has a lot to get through, but I mean, that's good. And yeah, okay, cool. How are we looking in terms of... Okay, we haven't even made a dent. Oh, you know what's interesting as well? We haven't made a dent, and I haven't even ordered more. You know what I mean? Like, we canceled that recipe, so this is just... It's gonna get through this before I can go any further. Oh, but yeah, the sulfuric acid, gotcha. So, the problem with the sulfuric acid... Oh, is that I haven't turned this guy back on. Okay. Okay. The entire system is about to be solved again, unless what we might find in a second is that this is the cause of our problem. These machines might be too demanding. Am I allowed to... Isn't it middle click? Yeah, there we go. That was a little bit buggy. Set it to 2, so he keeps 2 in there, just so that these guys can pull them out a bit faster. But it could be that these guys running full speed, 14,000 RF per tick for each of these. That is that is a lot. Like, that genuinely is a lot. What are we at? 444, 445, 446. We are still gaining power though. Oh, no, it's dropping quite... I don't know. But I reckon, yeah, these guys are definitely our power eaters. Despite, they have the upgrades necessary. Okay, cool. Good to know though. That's part of the problem. So this whole sulfuric acid, it is rough. But everything should be good for now. In terms of reactors, let's go ahead and order 36 of these. Now that we have power separated nicely in the system. Because we definitely could benefit from just making sure we have plenty of power. You know what I mean? Is this guy good? Yeah, he's good. He seems to be fine. This guy's slowly filling up. Got more reactors being made. This is also, by the way, like 469 million power. So he's got a way to go. And yeah, this guy's going to have a lot of... Okay, cool. So we're good. Everything's up and good. A small little fix. Half the episode. Wonderful. So the bees. Or at least the problem solving for the bees. Let's give that a shot. So I'm just going to run this cable over there. Okay, so as we now have this guy here. And so my idea is that we get an exporter, just a normal one, give this guy a crafting upgrade, wonderful, maybe even a stack upgrade, why not? Next we're going to get nothing else. Nice, we've successfully got nothing else. This guy will go here, he will get the exporter placed there, crafting, stack upgrade, awesome. Yep, that's all attached. This guy will then get glass bottles. There we go. So he should put stacks of glass bottles in there. This guy will get this guy here. And he should, although slowly at the moment, he should place glass bottles within this hopper. And this should place it in there. Obviously, I've got my magnet on. But with a demagnetizer, just a basic one should do the trick. Okay, we need a little bit of iron. I'm sure we can arrange for that. I should be able to prevent me from picking them up, even with my magnet on. As seen here. So let's drop that there. Cool. Nice. That works. Doesn't work too well, but I can increase that. Is that still... I'm not picking that up anymore? Brilliant. That's what we like to see. Okay. So yeah, this guy will fill up with honey bottles. Awesome. This guy's already getting honeycombs. He doesn't have much, so I don't really know what the deal is with this system working long term. Maybe it was full of honey and couldn't. You know what I mean? Maybe he couldn't make any more honeycombs. That's obviously a possibility. He also could just be full of leaves and stuff. That's fine. That's perfectly fine. We are going to get a second modular router. This guy is going to have a distributor as well. I love me some distributors. We're going to select that. This guy's going to be set to transfer into the router. And we'll just leave him as he is as well. And so that's just going to move stuff down below. There's obviously other ways we can do it, but I'll be honest, I'm liking my modular routers, so we're gonna do this. So this guy here will disconnect. This guy will then get a distributor, so he should pull stuff in, as you can see. Cool. And then we just get an importer. Now, obviously, we will have to do a few other things. For example, stack upgrades and speed upgrades. Probably just speed upgrades, to be honest. They're probably going to be good enough, because stack upgrades, it appears to wait until you have the full stack worth. Whereas I don't really care for that. I just want it to pull out if there's one grass or one leaf in there. I want it to take that leaf out. You know what I mean? And so yeah, that should be good. Bees, lumber bees. Awesome. Honeycombs. And as you can see, some speed upgrades. Awesome. Okay, so what are we doing? What's actually the plan here? So I'm glad you asked. I don't know what the play is. So we can order an infinite storage part, which means I don't need silicon anymore, which was the whole point of the whole quartz saga. Cool. With that in mind, let's go ahead and set the quartz to not try to get 100,000, right? Like that's probably a good idea. So let's set this guy, even though it looks like we've already got 100,000 quartz. Okay, cool. I'm going to set this guy to just be 30,000. He'll keep 30,000 quartz, okay? Cool. This guy over here, he's set at 100,000. I'm going to set him to be at 30,000 as well, so he'll stop when there's 30,000. Awesome. So we can save a little bit of gold. Cool. So what is the next thing we can do, and what do we need? So sulfur is an important one. Currently, we're getting our sulfur through that gunpowder being processed in that purification chamber or whatever it was, chemical injection chamber, whatever that thing was. As you can see, 14,000 RF per tick, and pretty slow in the grand scheme of things. We don't want that. So, what's the plan? Some sulfur we're getting from our laser drill. That's pretty good, to be honest. I'm not even sure if we can use it, but you know, we can see. But there is also a sulfur B. There's this guy here, sulfur B. I'll bookmark him. Is that the only sulfur B we have? It is. So this guy makes sulfur comb. Sulfur comb gets us sulfur from GregTech. And sulfur from GregTech can go in the oxidizer to make sulfur dioxide. Cool. Awesome. On top of that, we have this sulfur, which can be smelted, I guess. What else can it be? Is there any good, easy way to do it? Not really. We'll probably just smelt it. Okay. Awesome. We then also have sulfur ore, and that is the same sort of thing. Probably just easiest to smelt it. There are some ways we can process it, but I don't think it's worth it. Cool. Let's do that. I'm going to add that in as an option, as a recipe, and that'll be that. So let's go in here. Where am I looking? Sulfur. Cool. And so smelting, sulfur ore from GregTech will be a recipe, and sulfur from this will be a recipe. And I'm guessing it'll just do either or. Let's see. Does that do anything? No. Brilliant. Let's jump back in. These guys have sulfur? They do. They still getting their sulfur from these? Currently they are. I guess they don't really have a choice at the moment. Let's turn this off, and we'll work towards moving away from this process, I think. Maybe? Yeah. And we'll give the bees a proper shot. I guess. Sure. Cool. So, it should start using that. I might have to... Sorry that I'm going back and forth. I may have to tell this guy to have a crafting upgrade in him. And just craft as much as he can to place in there. I could... Yeah. Let's just do that. So if we pull this guy out, what do we see? Nothing. Brilliant. But he should, is the point. We should start getting sulfur coming in. Arguably, we just get a normal exporter with stack upgrades. And... I mean, I was told that if I use a regulator upgrade, that will work as well. Like if I go in here and then tell this guy to do a stack, that will somehow work better. I guess it will. Yeah, look, it's doing a stack and a stack. All right, that is an incredibly helpful tip. Let me double check who that was. Because that is... Oh. I guess, yeah, because it's got a stack left in. That worked really well. That worked extremely well. So regulator upgrades, yeah, they're amazing. Let me just quickly hunt down who that was. That is very, very helpful. Hold on. That was Rat over in Discord. So, thank you. Very much appreciated. Now, with that being said, there's a lot of sulfur stuff happening here, but that's fine because it's maintaining that stack in there. So it's sort of a bunch of... That's really good. Yeah, regulator upgrades. Amazing. Okay, so sulfur temporarily taken care of, courtesy of the leftover stuff. But as you can see, we're going to mow through that pretty quick, I would imagine. So, the bees. How do we do them? Well, to get a sulfur bee, we need a magmatic bee and a coal bee. To get a coal bee, we need a blazing bee and a leafcutter bee. Leafcutter bees spawn in a dirt nest. Blazing bees you get from a magmatic bee and a nomad bee. The magmatic bee is from a nether brick nest with a magma cream, apparently. Cool. What was this nest then for the leafcutter? A honey tree. Gotcha. So magmatic we've got. Nomad bees will lay its eggs in nests belonging to the ashy mining bee. Okay, cool. So we'll need an ashy mining bee, essentially. Coal bee, blazing in that. Cool. Blazing. Okay, yeah. Awesome. I think we're good. We'll follow the train down. Awesome. Easy peasy, am I right, guys? Surely it's that easy. All right. So our bee area over here. We do have some nests in here that I might be able to get some stuff from. For example, this one. This guy has an ashy mining bee in him, who is now not in there. Cool. If I search beads, what do we have? Carpenter bee, neon cuckoo bee, leafcutter bee. So we do have one. Awesome. And then that's about it. Okay. Great. So leafcutter bee we've got. So all I need now is the magmatic and the nomad, right? I think so. So the magmatic, that's going to be nether brick nest. So nether brick nest. Can we just make one? Yep, iron sword. Bit of nether brick nest. That guy needs a magma cream. So we'll grab that. We've got our time in a bottle, so I imagine a lot of these are going to be very fast. Let's also grab our warp stone. So we can just jump into the nether. Let's do that. Boom. Come on, come on. There might be a blaze down there. We'll deal with him shortly. So, boom and boom. That guy will take a little bit. I should be able to speed this up. And as you can see, that will now take not that long at all. Brilliant. You could also speed it up, I think, with more magma creams, but not really a problem for us. We should be fine. I'll just wait for the bee to finish. Here he is. Boom. We now have a magmatic bee. Wonderful. So, what's next? We just need a nomad bee. Now, I will consult the map. There's a lot on here. Let's go ahead and go into the map settings and disable mobs in caves. I don't know what option it's called. It's called something cave. Something mobs in cave. Oh, only surface entities. I'm going to set that to true. And now it's a lot cleaner. We've got some vengeance spirits over there. An ashy mining bee there, obviously. There's a carpenter bee over there. Sometimes you get lucky and there'll just be a bee sitting on your map and you can go and grab it. But yeah, we're after a nomad bee. So I think we're going to want to set up a bunch of nests, like just a bunch of dirt nests, and then try our luck. Hope that we get lucky in a nomad bee popping up. With that being said, I don't really want it near my base because there's going to be a lot of bees being made, I think. So let's go in here. Let's search nest. We obviously want dirt nests. Boom. 4? Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll grab our treat. Now, I think what I'll do is I'll apply 3 of these. Now, how much time do we have in this? 27 days, I think, right? No, 27 hours. If I apply a full one here, how much does that use? That uses up 1 hour. Cool. That's fine. Let me grab more honey treats, just in case. Leaf cutter bee, sure. I'll just keep doing this one. Leaf cutter bee, yeah. So we want an ashy mining bee and then we want a nomad to just come out of nowhere. Chocolate mining bee, of course. Chocolate mine, do we want a chocolate? I guess we don't need one. That's fine. See what we get. I mean, I probably can just make a bunch of honey treats. Honey treats, boom, boom. Oh, what was that? Oh, he's gone back in. Okay, so he stopped that from working. Brilliant. Alright, whatever. How many can I make? 7. What are we thinking? I'm not sure. Oh, you know what? We don't even have the honey bottles in the network. That's I mean, that's a problem. So, I think what we can do is just entangle this guy and hook him up. I think. So, what do we have over here? They're connecting to some stuff. Are any of these not functional anymore? You know what? I did entangle them, but I think what I'll just do instead is connect both of them to the importer one. We'll just chuck this here, and he should just pull them all into the system. Cool. The other problem is, for whatever reason, you can't, like, it leaves the glass bottle there. It does it all the time. And so you can't make as many as you want to. Yeah, it's a little bit annoying. Alright, so what, these got anything? No, these two are still trying to do their thing. Lower that down. Okay, cool. Alright, we got an ashy mining bee. That's a start, I guess. Honestly, it's actually very annoying. Do we have any dirt in the system? Brilliant. Let's go there. Is that not how you make the thing? Dirt nest, coarse dirt. Of course it is. Coarse dirt, boom. And we'll just, I don't know, place a few more of these. Alright, this guy's almost done. Come on. You know, I will say, I don't know what this is. Why do we have amber with a... Do I need to, like, silk touch this, you reckon? We have amber from productive bees with a trade alarm in it. Heating the amber block over a cozy fire might give some relief to the trapped mob. Cool. I'm gonna not do that. I'm gonna keep the thing. Sure. I will also say, I placed a bunch more over there. You might even see them, yeah, going through under this tree. So they'll hopefully spawn us something. On top of that, down here, I don't know if it's still there, but I saw a cuckoo bee. And I believe they're similar. If we search the cuckoo bee, this guy here, it will spawn in a nest belonging to the blue banded bee. So what that means is that by exploring, we might just find one. You know what I mean? Naturally. Maybe. It's an option. And then while we're exploring, obviously we'll come back and hopefully that guy's done some more. You know what I mean? I don't know. I'll give it a shot. There's probably going to be a lot of this just roaming around, sort of hoping we get lucky sort of thing. I imagine we're good. I just spammed a bunch of honey treats down there, so I don't know. We'll cross our fingers. Hopefully I'm not spending too long just running around doing nothing. Oh, we're gone. Nomad bee. Cool. Boom. Ashy mining bee, leaf cutter bee, ashy mining bee. I don't even think it spawned from one of the hives. Unless it was this one. It could have been that one. But the rest of these are still, like, loading. You know what I mean? I think it just happened. But I don't know. I don't know. My suggestion would be just place as many as you can. Have as many as you can processing at once. And cross your fingers. So, I mean, we've got stuff now. So if we go back over to... I mean, I guess I can do it in this area. We'll go in this area. It's a nice little spot we've got. So, we have... Oh, was it a child? Is that what it said? Yeah. So these are all adults. We've got child nomad bee. We're probably going to have to up that guy with some flowers. We have 2,000 sunflowers. I don't know if they count, but I guess we're about to find out. Nomad bee, boom. And there we go. Sunflowers do work. He's at 100 seconds, 40 seconds, 10 seconds, and I'm not doing anything. Cool. So he'll grow up. Awesome. We've got more flowers to process. The nomad bee and the magmatic bee make the blazing bee. So we are now going to get the magmatic bee, drop him, and we're going to do that. And then what we need to do is a coal bee, which is going to be a blazing bee and a leaf cutter bee. So we'll go ahead and grow this guy up. Might need a couple more sunflowers. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Whoa. 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 Yep, we'll grow this guy up. And we've got the leaf cutter bee ready. Okay. Boom, boom, and... Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. How many seconds do you got? 8 seconds. I jumped the gun a little bit. I apologize. Hurry up. Hurry up. Come on. You ready? And pow. You and you. Okay, you no longer what? Oh, no, you do? Have we got one? Yes, we do. We've got a coal bee now. So we'll start growing that guy up. Awesome. Coal bee is on his way. And so coal bee and magmatic bee, and we will have what we want. So we can somehow narrow down this coal bee. There we go. Get him down to about 9 seconds, and then that's pretty much as fast as we can go. Where'd he go? He should be big now, right? Colby? Did he go in here? No. Colby? Did he? Uh-huh. Okay. Let's go ahead and grab that guy. I'm glad I saw that. Alright, a magmatic bee. Here we go. Yep, cool. You and magmatic bee. Oh. Nice, he has a cooldown. Okay, well... I mean, you're both just going to have to wait, I guess. The rest of these guys can get picked up, though. That will save us some confusion when we hop back in here later. So you, magmatic bee, you stay, you go. Cool. Alright. Well, how many seconds was it? 170 seconds. I'll be back. Okay, perfect time. This guy is ready. And this guy's ready. And we should have the bee in question, which is this guy here, the sulfur bee. We'll go ahead and right-click him down to that 9 seconds as well. Or I guess as close as we can get. Flower, boom. Oh, he glows as well. I don't know if he's meant to glow, but the shaders make it so he does. Now, the sulfur bee by himself, probably useless. We're probably going to want more than one. We do have a few options to do that. First, we're going to pick him up. Second option is waiting the 260 seconds to do this again. I wish there was a way to speed that up. Honestly, there could be. Hashtag cooldown. Hashtag breed. What's this? When installed in a hive, it gives a 5% chance for a new baby bee to be spawned from the hive every time honey is delivered. The type of bee is based on which bees are present in the hive. It doesn't work with bees that can't self-breed. Multiple upgrades can be installed for a greater chance. Cool. So, the question is then, sulfur bees, how do you get them? It doesn't look as though these can self-breed. So we can't do that. We can't have that work for this. We're going to have to keep these two to make more. So we'll pick both of them up. And there might actually be a breeding machine. Yeah, here we go. So breeding chamber. This guy's going to need one of these baby upgrades anyway. So we'll get a honey treat. I automated honey treats, by the way. Or, you know, the recipe for them. So upgrade base. Baby upgrades. That's flowers, honeycomb blocks, and whatnot. And then we have ourselves a breeding chamber. Beautiful. So this guy will place... we might actually place it under here. in the lab, I guess we'll call it. So here it is. This guy's going to receive the coal bee and the magmatic bee. And we want it to make sulfur. He will need power. So we'll grab out a gate. I know we've got a bunch on us, but that's okay. So he's now powered. And then all he needs, I think, is just flowers. I think if I do that, he'll actually start up. Potentially. Oh, and I may need to put in cages. What do we think? Remove and put back a cage to change output. Oh yeah, he's working. Cool. So, I do wonder if I put speed upgrades, if that will work. So speed upgrades. We obviously want this type. Let's add the recipes. I have a feeling we're going to be making a few of all of these. For the recipes, I've just been chucking them over in this guy over here. I don't think that's a problem. Surely it'll be fine. We'll add that recipe. Brilliant. We'll add this recipe, I guess. Do we have clocks automated? I don't know if we do. I thought we did. Who knows? It's not the end of the world either way. If we have an extra recipe, I don't think. So we'll jump under. We'll see how this goes. This might be a long episode. I'm not sure how the timing goes because I did do a bit of exploring. But upgrades. We now have speed upgrades. So I would like 4 of those, which need honeycombs. Okay. Nope, they're just that, aren't they? Brilliant. So that's a stack of those. Speed upgrades. 4 of these. Craft. Shouldn't take too long. 4 of those. They do not stack. But if I chuck them in here, boom, 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 boom. As you can see, they work very fast. So, what is the plan? Great question. I'm going to remove these 2. And we're going to automate this. I'm going to set up a crafter. I think. Ooh. If I put in a stack, it just goes there. Okay, that's fine. Hold on. So what I'll do, right? Check this out. You're going to love this. We're going to go flour. I don't actually know if we've got sunflowers automated. We'll have to look into that. If I put... yeah, if I put 63 in here, then if I set the recipe to put 2 in, it'll put 1 there and 1 there, starting the breed. So, for example, I will do the better crafter, because why not? Diamond crafter. While we're down here, yeah, let's get a pattern grid cooking up. Got some patterns. The grid itself shouldn't take too long. There we go. Cool. Oh, crafter. Awesome. The grid, I don't know. The grid can go there, sure. Let's just, oh god, nothing works. Everything connects. Patterns, brilliant. So, I would like to tell this guy a processing upgrade. If he puts in 2 sunflowers, he will get out bee cage with sulfur. He will also have to put in a cage. I guess I should tell him that. Let's go ahead and, I keep flicking it too far. There we go. Cage. I will tell him to put in one of these. We'll create that recipe. I'm also going to have to actually just make this recipe, I guess. And that should be fine. So, that should work. I will need an importer, of course, to pull this stuff back out. That should be fine as well. Cool. Shall we give it a shot? So if I search sulfur bee, I can click start. We're missing a bee cage. We'll chuck it in there. Why not? Okay, so sulfur bee. If I order one, we've already got one in there, so it should be a stack of 2. It should place in, I think it did, 1 of each. So it's now breeding. We've got the bee cage there. It's got the 4 speed upgrades, which aren't doing too crazy. I don't even know if they're doing anything, to be honest. The description says they work faster in centrifuges, and this obviously is not a centrifuge, but I don't know. They go in there. Why not? But yeah, that should work. Cool. So we've now got automated sulfur bees. Now, it does make them as childs, so we would need an incubator, I think. Yep, this guy here. He'll need a daylight detector, as well as a hay bale. And then we'll have that. Cool. This guy, I'm guessing, will automate as well, so he'll go here. He is going to receive... probably just with an exporter. I don't think we need to do any crafting upgrades or anything here, so let's jump up. Can I even look on the side of that? The answer is no. Ever so slightly no. I'm trying to like right click the side of the block, but it's physically impossible. Alright, that's fine. This guy can go here. Oh, hold on. Nothing is working as intended. That didn't work. Awesome. You'll have to see it. Okay, you're powered. You're powered. You're going to get an importer as well. That's what I was a little bit annoyed about. You're going to get an importer. You'll be hooked up. You are going to be told to grab one of these. Boom. Doesn't have to be exact, just as long as you place them in there. And then, I don't know, what do I place there? Honey treats? Is that what they want? What do you reckon? I reckon it might be. There you go, honey treats in there. Do you reckon that's all it is? I don't know. Let's search it up again. Incubator, right click, boom. Yes, okay, so 20 is what it needs. Alright, that's pretty expensive to be honest. We don't have that type of honey flowing in just yet. Great, okay. That's disappointing. Is there any other way that we can get our hands on honey? Do we have any honey tricks? No, I think we just need more bees. Okay, well, I guess that's okay. What I will do now then, in that case, is I'm going to get some more bee cages. Order some of those. And I'm going to grab all of the lumber bees out of here. Because, yeah. I think we just want honeybees at this point. And then while we're here, I guess to prep for the next episode or something, I'll start making as many of these as I can. I mean, I guess I could already start properly upgrading these with proper upgrades so that we can get more honey and more honey and more honey. Oh, it is a little bit painful though, I will say. So currently, what do we have? We just have normal bees. And they're getting us honeycombs. If I bookmark honeycombs, we just get them from bees. Cool. If we look at honey itself, so just liquid honey, I guess not from create, I guess productive bees honey is what we want. Yeah, we get a little bit from everything. Cool. And these honeycombs that we get, they give us the most, it looks like. Cool. And we only get those from bees. Vanilla bees. Cool. I guess, yeah, I guess I should set up a centrifuge to get more honey. Is that the thought process? I mean, I guess. Okay. What about upgrades? What can we afford? The simulator upgrade, I guess, would be the best. At the moment, I think. The only problem that we have with that is that I can't even find it in this list. Range, speed, productivity. Huh. Simulator. Simulator. This guy needs what? An anti-teleportation upgrade? Let's go ahead and do that. Boom. And then we can turn that into a simulator upgrade. So this guy will go in here like so. He's full of bees. These bees will never leave, allegedly. They'll no longer leave the hive. A trip to its flower block will instead be simulated. Make sure to put the required flower block or a feeding slab in front of the hive containing required flower blocks. So for example, I think if I just grab this and place it in front, that counts, and this is now simulating that. I think that's how that's working. Alternatively, we could get a feeding slab. This guy here. So he'll need a smooth stone slab. And I believe what we'll do is we'll place that there and then put the flowers on there. So if I search, I guess sunflowers work as well, right? So we can just chuck those in there. And so it should do that, I guess, and work. What else do we have then in terms of upgrade at product? What do we have? So productivity upgrades we clearly want. Changes the produced output to comb blocks instead of honeycombs. This we kind of want as well, right? Because we want to be able to, I don't even know why I can't make that, because I'm missing honey bottles. Okay, that should be fine. But yeah, we want a lot more honeycombs, and we want to start actually centrifuging them. So maybe I should invest in one of those instead. Powered centrifuge uses normal centrifuge, which uses grindstone. Okay, which uses planks that I don't have. Awesome. Alright, centrifuge. Then the powered centrifuge just uses some mechanism stuff. That should be easily done. Powered centrifuge. Heated centrifuge. We would need an inactive dragon egg, I guess, that we have to make with productive bees. Cool. It doesn't look like you can use a normal dragon egg, so it has to be one of these. So yeah, we won't even bother with that then. Powered centrifuge. Cool. So, we have honeycombs within our system. So I should be able to slap this guy here. If we right click on the honeycomb that goes into the centrifuge, it's a guaranteed 100 millibuckets. So what I can do is I can grab a crafter and set up that recipe to say, hey, if you want 100 millibuckets, do that. So we're going to go in here, processing, centrifuge, boom, awesome. That's 0.4, which is not 100 millibuckets. A little bit odd, but that's okay. Sure, we'll chuck that in there. Cool. This guy will then get a double importer because he needs to import the item that we get as well as the honey. So we'll slap this down here. This guy will be set to be fluids. Cool. That should work. He'll get powered. That should be good. Honeycomb goes in there. Boom, we get liquid. We get, yeah, liquids here, items here. I don't know, you could probably put some speed upgrades in as well. Let's grab out those ones. Why not? What's next? We will need a bottler. So we're going to grab a bottler from Productive Bees. Why not? Might as well. Slap this guy down. This is going to be a similar situation with the crafter. So we'll grab a crafter. Awesome. Hook him up. And we're going to be saying, hey, liquid honey in a bottler with a glass bottle equals the honey bottle. And that should work, I think. So we're going to slap that there. This guy, that should be enough. All we have to do then is get an importer for the honey bottle to go back into the system. And that should now be good to go. So if I search honey, I should be able to order a honey bottle. And all of these machines should work. So this guy's going to process 3 so that we can get the 2.5 required in here to make the bottle. Happens instantly. Voila. So, I can run back here. And what are we after? What is actually the plan here? We want a block upgrade. So, yep, that's fine. We want this guy here. So I should be able to order that. Awesome. We'll make 2 item frames. Brilliant. As well as 2 wax blocks. Now, we're going to have to order that courtesy of that centrifuge, I believe. So that should be being made. We're obviously going to need to make a couple more, but that should be fine. So wax block, order enough for another one. All right, the wax is done. This episode feels a little bit weird. Hopefully it's good. I think I have been on autopilot and, like, you know, tone of the voice getting a little bit, like, quieter, you know what I mean? So it might have been a bit of a boring episode, I'm not sure, but I think it's fine. I don't think it's too bad. Block upgrade. As the weather... I've got so many excuses, by the way. As the weather gets hotter, it's just rougher and it's just... it's horrible. But yeah, alright, block upgrade. Cool. So we should be getting proper honeycomb blocks out of this, which should show up here and get taken into the system willy-nilly. We will have to tell the system... Did that work? Yeah, it did close. We will have to tell the system, hey, by the way, you can actually make honeycomb blocks from this because we're going to be receiving honeycomb blocks. So we're going to have to tell it, hey, that's a recipe that exists. Cool. So that should be good. If we search honeycomb, we currently have 42. I want to see if the system's working, because I'll be honest, I don't fully believe that it is. Just based on the fact that I haven't really seen this do anything. We do have 2 child bees in there. And I'll be honest, I don't think we want them in there. Let's search bee. Bee cage bee, child. We'll take that out. Bee cage bee, adult. We'll take that out. And then we'll craft a couple more. I'm just going to empty all the bees. So that we can have exactly what we need. There's no other free bees in here? I don't think so. Okay, so. Adult bee. Child bee can go back in. Lumber bee can go in. Lumber bee can go in. Sulfur bee can go in. And so, child bee. Adult bee. Adult bee. Child. Adult bee. And then I think that's the last adult bee. Okay, so we've got 4. So if I want the other one to grow up, so as in one of these ones, I'll put it in the incubator. That should be fine. So in the meantime, we'll chuck these in. Boom, boom, boom. Awesome. And we'll double check that honeycomb situation. I'm going to time and bottle this. So we've got 42 at the moment. I've done that 64 times. You know what? I'll do the full 256. As you can hear, the bees are working overtime. And yet, nothing. Nothing so far. I think we would have had it by now. I'll be honest with you. So, instead, we will get a dandelion. And I think I'll just place it in front. Here and here, perhaps. Go back to our honeycomb. Still 42. I have a feeling I'm going to have to watch a video to figure out how this works. With that being said, at Productive, I do believe that they have a book. I could be right. Here we go. Big Book of Bees. Let's give it a read, because clearly I don't know what I'm doing. So specifically, I'm going to hold control over the simulator, and we can read it. Usable in expanded hives. Awesome. When installed in a hive, bees will no longer come out of the hive. Their flower trip will instead be simulated for better server performance. The bee's flower block, or feeding slab with flower blocks, must be placed at the foot of the hive, not blocking the front, but right below that. Or feeding slab must be placed at the foot of the hive. So, I need to place them here, below. And I believe I could do a dandelion. I think that would work down there. Or I guess the feeding slab has to be there as well. So can that be on the top half? Interesting. And then I chuck in the flower or the sunflowers or whatever. And that should now work. Is that the idea? I think it is. I'm going to times this guy up again. We'll go 64 times. And as you can see, we already have honey flowing through. I'm going to times it the full way. It'll use another hour up. That's fine. We don't really use it too often. And as you can see, it's just pumping out honey blocks and honey. How cool is that? We can search this up. Obviously, you can see the honey blocks flowing in. We can go to fluid grid. You can see the actual honey flowing in as well. Beautiful. Awesome. Good to know. Honestly, really good to know. Because I've tried to use these in the past, and I'm just... Yeah. Alright. That's a good explanation. Alright, so what's the plan? Well, I'm going to go ahead and level up that bee that we had. So, you know what? Yeah, we have a job to do here. We need to do honey treat and regulator. Alright, this should keep 20 honey treats in here. They may take a little while as I guess we process a bunch, but that's fine. That should happen. This guy's got speed upgrades, yeah. It's just not that fast, I guess. That's fine. So once this has 20, it should level up the bee. This is currently putting in every bee cage. Maybe I do need to have it on exact mode. Let's put these in as well. Sulfur bee, I don't want. I just wanted to do this bee. Specifically. Okay. So there's 20 in there. I don't know if we need more speed upgrades, but I'll go ahead and make 3 more, because kind of looks like we do want more. That's fine. And then we'll also check a productivity upgrade in the one up top, I think. I think that's probably a good idea. 1, 2, and 3. Beautiful. Boom, boom, boom. Looks like it did something. I think it shot ahead. But yes, that should level him up. Obviously, releasing the bee into the wild, spamming him with flowers, arguably might be better. And we might be able to do that with a number of different mods, including modular routers. But that's definitely going to be stuff for another day based on just what we're seeing at the moment. So if I search bee, we should now have an adult bee that I can instead place into that beehive, which is awesome. In the meantime, let's place our sulfur bees in there. Cool. We still do have other sulfur bees that didn't find their way in. Let me add you to the... That might be fine. I'm not sure. What have I done? Yeah, I'm not sure. That's fine though. Okay, so we'll jump up here. So this guy's working. This guy should be getting us a lot of stuff. We'll chuck in an extra bee. Cool. So if I want to put in a productivity upgrade, we can make... No, we can't make the alpha one. We can't even make it because we need draconic chunks. These are made out of draconic dust. These are received from a draconic comb. These are gotten from a draconic bee. And these are gotten from an obsidian nest with a dragon's breath. In terms of dragon's breath, we have them. In terms of obsidian nests, we now have one. And in terms of where this happens, I believe it is in the end. So that is where we shall go. We'll give it a shot. So that can be the unobtainium. That should be in the end. Here we go. Nice and cozy place over here. Let's go boom, boom, boom. Obsidian nest. Dragon's breath. Beautiful. Oh. What is this guy? He's giving me a taste of my own medicine. Enderman. Is that what I just said? It's an enderman. It's an enderman. Here he comes. Let's have a look. I think we hit him once at least. I don't know if he's going to drop something cool, but... Pretty cool mob though. Shoots you around, quite scary. If he manages to hit you. And I'm sort of doing the exact same thing to him, so he's having a horrible time as well right now. Alright, well anyhow, let's speed this guy up. Probably won't go the full way. 128 should be pretty good. And we'll wait for that to process. Cool. All's good. And so this should get us a B. I don't have a cage for it, I just now realized, but we'll grab that out pretty quick. I might... no, we'll just do one. This thing doesn't last too long. I was going to say, oh, we might as well make the most of it, but yeah, it's fine. Boom. Draconic bee. Awesome. So I'm going to go back to, I guess here. Probably the processing place would have been closer, but that's okay. Not the end of the world. And we want to start processing this guy. So he's going to go in one of his own. Now he is an adult bee. Beautiful. So what we'll do is one of these will get caged up. So here we go. One of you gets caged. And then you go in there. Awesome. Now the draconic bee, he requires a dragon egg as a flower. And I think we can actually make them. So that's pretty good. So dragon egg, we will order. Dragon egg. By the way, much like how we crafted that dragon egg using mystical agriculture, everything we're using could just be solved in mystical agriculture. So just be aware that that is a thing. And I'm aware of it that it's a thing, but I don't know. In a pack like this, you got to give yourself a bit of a challenge. Cool. So we should now be getting the draconic stuff. So I can hit this guy with a 64 times. Just a little bit. And let's see. We can see plenty of honeycombs going in. We don't see a single draconic just yet. Oh, I think I just saw some. So if I search draconic, yeah, there we go. Draconic comb blocks. So these guys, I'm going to have to process myself. Over in this guy. I think. No, I guess I have to turn them into combs. That's okay. We can do that. Boom. And then that's going to hopefully get us. I think it's a small chance. Oh, how small of a chance? But it should get us the stuff. How small of a chance is it? It's a 30% chance. 30%. It tells me. 30%. That... 30% of a percent? I'm not sure. But cool. Awesome. Now, if I wanted more draconic bees, they do not breed within themselves, which is a little bit unfortunate. They could also make us a vibranium bee, which is pretty cool. They can convert obsidian into crying obsidian. That's pretty cool. But yeah. Awesome. Well, yeah, we didn't get any draconic dust, which is unfortunate. But there we go. That's our system. So, I'll tell you what. Although we didn't do what we wanted to do this episode, I think we've done a pretty good foundation in terms of automating stuff under here. We can now automate the centrifuge if we want. Currently just using this guy. We'll probably put an exporter on him at some point. We've obviously got the bottler. The incubating and stuff can be easily done. And we can make more sulfur bees. We've got that automated. So, what's going to be the plan for next episode? Honestly, I think we need to up the scale tenfold. We're probably going to automate the breeding of normal bees and the processing of those because we need a lot more honey treats flowing, I think. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe we do have enough just from this, but I think we want too much. You know what I mean? We want to have enough that we can happily void some. We don't want to be scraping by. So I have a feeling we'll do mass beehives, possibly in here, possibly like some walls of them. I like these walls as well. They sort of look like honeycombs. They're pretty cool. They're dotted oak planks from Rechiseled. But yeah, we're going to set up a bunch, get a bunch of honeycombs to the point where it's not a problem. And then we can start working on other stuff like, I don't know. Well, I mean, already though, the draconic bees, they don't need honey treats. They don't need honey. They don't need honeycombs. So is there even a point, or do I just farm draconic bees? I don't know. I don't know. Well, you know what? To be fair, we farm these bees because we need them to make the actual beehives and whatnot. Yeah, that'll be worth it. All right, so that's the plan. In the meantime, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Hopefully you're still having fun watching this series. It's a good start to the bees. Down here is pretty dark. I don't know if a glowstone or two will brighten up the joint. That really didn't do much. But yeah, we've done a little bit. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you are still having fun. Hopefully it's a fun watch and a fun experience. The base, I mean, it's pretty nice. That area's looking interesting. We haven't really touched it. The only thing over here that's benefiting is this conveyor system getting us like, you know, oak and whatnot, which is very overkill. And then just our like obsidian generator. The rest is all pretty wild. We've got our half. I mean, it's kind of functional down there. All processing. Yeah, it's pretty cool, I guess. Our base there, quite original. I do like this base. I think we've done pretty well. The underwater area is pretty cool. This was our nice big structure we've built. It's not the prettiest, but it's not the ugliest either. I don't know. Yeah. Anyhow, thank you, of course, to our donators and our channel. Oh yeah, can't forget that monstrosity over there. Thank you to our donators and our channel members. Thank you to our tier 3 channel members, Melizzi, Andre, and Final Phoenix 13. Thank you guys. And hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.